Welcome to the best morning show on the planet, going on daily. I'm your host, Ron Rigo, and my co-host today, the Shark, is here. Rick, how are you, buddy?
Ho, ho, ho!
Yes.
You know what it is.
Yes, look at the suit. I mean, you got it all going right now.
Dude, the
Got it
beach
all
is here.
going.
I tell you what, I got to tell you, we're going to talk about this later on, but I am so pumped for July 25.
Yeah, apparently. I mean, you've got a suit, prepared for it and everything. You got the tree in the back.
Tree in the back, and I have shorts on that I might have to show. There might be shorts, might be underwear. We're going to show it.
Oh boy. All right. Well,
Then we
there's
show.
something for you to look forward to, right? But look, it is the morning show of all morning shows right here. You're not going to find better than this. We have an exciting show because we have some Olympic stuff to talk about, and we have two different topics, right? So we're gonna do a lot of the Olympic stuff because that starts yesterday. Yeah, people think the opening ceremony is the beginning. No, there were already events yesterday. So we got Christmas in July, of course. I mean, as you can see, the festivities have begun at Rick's beachfront property.
You got it.
Woo! We've got Inside the Numbers. So Inside the Numbers is going to be very interesting because I don't know if anybody's seen, but Inside Out is destroying the record books, right? We also have Throwback Thursday. That is, today is Thursday, and why not, right? I'm surprised we haven't done that yet, to be honest with you. But here we are. Rick's got it. And of course, on the horizon, I'll just save that one for later. So you have to be here later to see that. You don't want to miss that either because it's pretty interesting. And why not get things rolling, right? So first thing is first. We got to do the advertising of where we are. And you can find us on YouTube at Rhode Island Broadcasting. Of course, you can find us on Facebook at RI Broadcasting, Twitch at RI_broadcasting. And of course, you can find us and support the show at Patreon. And that is at RI Broadcasting.
You got it.
Support the show in every way you can because that's what keeps us around. When you show us love, we show you love.
And then I'll keep buying more jackets.
That's right. See, look, that's starting to become a thing too. First of all, we have Becky with her wigs, right? She always wears like different wigs all the time. And then we have you with your jackets, your outfits. It's almost like we have the American version of Elton John in the house.
Oh, come on. Let's not go there.
No. I'm saying just
Rock
in the
now,
style.
Rock. Let's sing it.
Style.
Oh, yeah.
Style.
Yeah, for today only. Yeah, most of the time it's sleeveless, but yeah, today it's
Look, Elton John was pretty stylish.
He was.
Back in the day, I mean, probably still is, but, like when he first came in with rock music, when he was really good.
Kenny, what's up, Kenneth?
Kenny in the house. Yeah, Kenny will be with me Saturday. So I'm looking forward to that. Me and Kenny always have a good time, right? It's kind of like what we do. A little chaos.
Well, I like it because your show's 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. It's like the morning cartoons back in the 80s, you two,
right. Right. And Kenny always tries to surprise me. So you can't miss Saturday show. He gets me. Yes, Kenny and Rick is styling. Styling. And I like that. I have the lack of style, but
hey, Kenny, did you see what the shirts? Did you see what the jacket says? It says, "Get lit."
Yeah,
more ways than one.
It's pretty funny. It's so good. So, all right. So let's jump into our opening topic, and we're gonna talk Olympics. So we have what to know before the Olympics start. Is that what you're talking about, right?
Yes. So, okay. So here we go, everybody. Does Paris still have bed bugs? Yes, they
Mm.
do. So this is a big concern I got from USA Today that there is a big pandemic for bed bugs in the last 5 years in Paris. I did not
Yeah.
know this.
Yeah,
So
I'm not going there.
the blood-sucking
Yep.
critters, whatever you want to call them, crotch critters, all kind of names. I mean, there's all kind of names for these things. I've never had bed bugs. Have you, Ron?
No,
That you know of?
I got a good story. No, I've never had it at my house, and I got a great story. It's kind of borderline on whether I should say it or
No,
not.
you got to. Before we go into it, let's go, man. You opened up the can
Look,
of worms.
I
Do it.
stayed at a friend's house, and I left in the middle of the night because I was just getting eaten alive, and I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" And then I took my little camera flashlight, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" I got dressed, left, went back home. Out in the backyard, I stripped naked. I just left my clothes out there, made sure I had nothing on me, and then I went into the house, took like an hour-long shower.
Holy
Never called my friend again.
Was it bed bugs or was it like
It was
mosquitoes?
absolutely 100% bed bugs. 100%.
That's
And they were literally everywhere. Everywhere. Just thinking about it now.
And you know what's scary is because when you go to hotels and stuff like that, they always say, I mean, for me, I got to wear glasses. I mean, can you really identify a bed bug? I mean, they can jump and everything, so
Yeah.
they're everywhere.
Yeah.
So okay. So getting back to this, the bed bug crisis in October 2023 in Paris. You ready for this? There was 11% of French households were infested by bed bugs from 2017 to 2022. 11%. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Well, you know what? They don't use air conditioning over there either. So all that humid and that sweat, because bed bugs thrive on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you figure you have 9 houses, say, on your street. One of those people have it. And then if you invite them over to your house, oh, God. Oh.
Well, you know what's bad about it is, did you know, I really didn't know this till I did some research, that they feed on people's blood at night while they're sleeping. Like it's all nighttime stuff.
Yeah.
When you're moving around, it's nighttime. They just attack you. And they're like vampires, blood sucking animals. I mean, they're little pests.
Yeah.
I mean, they are badass.
I'm all itchy now from talking about it.
Ugh. Okay, so did you know this? So 15 million visitors are going to travel to the Olympics between July and early September, basically, to check it out afterwards and all that stuff. 15 million. So you got the hotels, you got the hostels, you got the apartments in Olympic Village. They said they have pest control 24/7 for the last year over there. So what are they? The Orco or Orkin and all them other ones? I bet you they're working overtime to spray all this stuff.
Yeah, and if it's not working, Becky has joined us. Welcome, Becky.
Yeah. Ho, Becky.
Sport coat. Everybody loves you. They love your coat. Everybody loves it. I mean,
yes, and I'm shaking it right now for bed bugs because oh boy. But you know what, real quick about this bed bug stuff. Did you know? I did not know. I thought it just bit you. I didn't know it thrives on the blood. Like, it sucks the blood.
It does. No, it's a real problem.
And they can go, okay, so I read this. They can go, after they suck your blood, they can go 2 more months before they do another victim.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yep.
And I heard that they're on airplanes a lot. So here we go. I'm freaking people out.
Oh, come on. I'm flying in a
No, when you fly, they say get home. They said wash your clothes, shake your pants out. If you have any garments, I didn't know this, that you didn't want to wash real quick, put them in the freezer for 5 minminutes because it'll freeze them. They can't deal with cold.
Man.
And that's why there's no bed bugs, up in the north, I don't think. I know. Are you getting I think that one on your forehead, dude. Let me slap that.
Oh my God. Oh, it's creeping me out. That's one thing I don't like is bugs. I don't.
So besides everything else in the Olympic Village, which we know, they pass out condoms, STD. Now we got to worry about bed bugs. So team, you might not bring home a medal, but you might have to bring home some bugs, right?
Yeah. No. No.
But this is amazing. So I didn't know this, but a lot of countries over there, they have this problem. Just not France. France. There's a lot of anything in that warm, moisture climate. They thrive on that. So can you imagine jumping in a hotel and you get these bites all over you the next day?
Oh God. Oh. Oh.
And how do you know when they wash the sheets though? Because when they wash the sheets at the hotel, all they do is run the sweeper real quick. And I've seen the maids half the time they don't even wash the sheets. You know that they just pull them up. I got a story to tell you real quick. Okay, so I can't make this up. I'm in Vegas at a hotel. I'm not going to mention the name. And I'm sleeping there and I get up and like, what is on my leg? There was a used condom on my leg.
Oh my God. I would freaking lose my mind.
There was, I'm like, dude, oh my God, mayonnaise on my leg.
Lose my mind.
Not make it up. And this was like a 5-star. I mean, apparently they said that they fired the cleaners because apparently they were just putting the sheet right over top and it's not even lifting it up. So if it was like somebody laid on top, I'm like, this is gross. So now when I go in, I look under the bed because I've seen all kind of crap underneath the beds and everything. And I'll call and say, hey, somebody get up here and run the sweeper. I'm not paying $300, $500 a night for,
Oh man, let me make my checklist right now. Let me add that.
Check for used condoms. At least, I mean, come on, man. At least leave a new one, not a used one.
Hey, get this. Was it you I was talking to about the train?
No.
That comes by. So, and I said, oh, the train hasn't come by doing the show ever. Well, guess what? A train is coming by right now.
Oh, I hear it.
Yep. Has not happened filming a show ever.
Just to let you know.
4 years.
That is the Polar Express. It's Christmas. It's the Polar Express, brother.
That's right. Christmas in July. Here comes the Express.
Here it comes, kids. Get your hot chocolate ready. But yeah, to wrap this up with this bed bug stuff, man, it's a little scary. Every time I go now, I'm going to be shaking out my pants and everything else. And, just remember, when you jump in the bed now, Ron, lift them sheets up and make sure you check the whole perimeter.
Oh, it's weird too, because when I sleep in a hotel, I ain't going to lie, I don't get under the covers. Because I don't want to, because of those reasons.
Well, I'm just gonna let you know the bedspreads, they don't wash them. They just pull them back up.
Come on.
They do not wash the bedspreads. I used to house all the housekeeping. Yep, they did not wash every bedspread every time. Dude, it would fall apart. Bedspreads are not designed to be washed every day. Yes, they're the dirtiest. Don't lay on top of the bed.
You're not gonna hover.
Just sleep in your car.
Because I can't go in it and I can't go on it. What the hell am I gonna do? Just sit in the chair?
Might be safer that way. With your shoes on. Do not walk bare feet in a hotel room, by the way. You know that. Did you ever have a black light? Did you ever see them specials on that carpet? You don't want to know what kind of...
You're ruining my little trip.
Don't worry about the bed bugs. Worry about everything else.
Oh, God. I'm going to be a mess. Can't go on a plane. Can't go into the hotel rooms. What the hell am I going to do?
Just stay at home, Ron.
You're killing me. You're killing me. Oh, my God.
These are precautions.
You know who's worse? You and Kenny. You're killing my life.
Well, that's it for the bed bug story. We're done with the bed bugs. Ron's not going to travel anymore for about 10 years, so we're good.
Hell, a lot longer than that. I'm going to be so paranoid now when I go. I mean, I already don't like flying because I like being in control, and I'm not in control of
Make sure you take pictures of your room. We want to see this and see if there's any evidence or anything around there. Just, blood on the sheets.
Black lights. All right. Oh my God, the bugs, everything.
The bugs at the Olympics. Woo woo!
You killed me today. So we have more Olympic talk, of course. Olympic first medals. So when do they give out the first medals, and when's the first events and stuff like that? Well, first of all, they've already had several events. Have already been taking place.
Okay, so real quick, Ron, is this before the ceremonies? They do like these are like games before the ceremonies?
Oh, yeah. It started yesterday. Men's rugby and men's soccer matches were played Wednesday. Now, to update you, the U.S. men's rugby team went to a draw with France.
Ooh.
So we tied them and then lost to Fiji.
Yeah,
So
we're not that good in rugby.
Matches.
We're not going to be
Ireland. It's almost over for them because, I mean, the chances of them making it now is slim.
Yeah, we're not manly enough.
No. And the men's soccer team matches were going on Wednesday, and U.S. lost to France.
Yeah, we're not that good in soccer either.
No, not the men's soccer anyway. Men's soccer.
The women were not that great either this year. No, not the best.
Yeah, well, at least they have a shot. Men have no shot.
No, they'll be home before the ceremonies, right? So they get eliminated before the ceremony.
It could be, because I'm sure there's probably matches today. Another match for them. Look, I mean, there are certain things that we're good at, and men's soccer and rugby are not one of them.
Real quick one.
We think that they're there for us, right?
Did you know that when their sport's over, if they want to stay over that, they have to pay? Like after your events are over, you're shipped right back to the United States. You're not there to hang out or nothing like that. They get you out of the village and you're gone.
History.
Yeah.
So that was the first ones. Today, there is women's soccer, women's handball. So those begin today. And there's a whole bunch of them that are starting on right after the ceremonies that they're going to be giving out medals. The first medal given out will be shooting 10mm air rifle mixed team. That's going to be the first medals handed out. And the qualifications are at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 3 a.m. here for us. 1 a.m. if you're in Edmonton. So Becky, 1 a.m. you got to stay up, watch that air rifle mixed team.
Ooh, that sounds so exciting.
How many people in the United States are really going to do that?
Well, they're going to see if you shoot your eye out, right? Like Ralphie.
Yeah, I mean, there's always that chance, I guess, right? So the bronze and gold will be at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2:30 at Edmonton. So that is the first medals. Also, you will see results on Saturday for swimming in men's and women's 400 freestyle. So that will be a skateboarding. Men's street will be given medals. Diving, women's synchronized 3-meter springboard will be Saturday for the gold.
That's always fun. I love the diving. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's synchronized. That makes it.
Oh, that's when you have two people at the same time. That's skill.
That is amazing. I mean, it's amazing. Judo, women's 48 kilogram.
Judo's pretty cool.
Men's 60 kilogram. So judo. Wow.
Judo. They're still do jousting too, right? Jousting's in the Olympics still.
Fencing. Yes.
Fencing,
there is fencing. Men's saber. So that's the big sword, that big, thick sword. Okay. That sounds bad, but it is a men's saber, a big, thick sword.
It's called girth. The girth sword. What sport do you sport? I am in the girth Olympics. Come on, man. With my bed bugs.
Yeah. Oh, my God. We're already out of control. Women's epi will also be up for grabs.
What's that?
Epi is the little skinny sword.
Oh, that little thing of like bing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Epi. Road cycling, women's and men's time trial. So I guess you got to go fast. Well, I guess that would be in any cycling match. You have to go fast, right?
I got to tell you, cycling's kind of scary. They get so close. All it takes is one little hit, and you're off, man. You're done.
Yeah. All it takes is one idiot in the front to fall, and then everybody else does.
I've seen that before.
I've seen it too.
Hey, and when you fall, you're breaking a bone. You know that. We're going that fast.
Because they're going so fast. I mean, it doesn't look fast because the camera's following them, but they're going a hefty speed. I'm guessing they can get up to like 30 to 50 miles per hour.
Because they fly around that track. And isn't that track like on an angle, the oval? Is it like, or is that flat?
No, I think the road cycling, it's all on the street.
Oh, okay. This is like Tour de France then, basically.
So one pothole away from disaster. Good luck doing that in Rhode Island.
Oh, especially with hills. Forget that.
And of course, the rugby's men's will be given away. So they must be playing like 50 rugby matches in the same day.
So and you said U.S. team comes home. What time's the U.S. team come home on Friday from Delta? Because they're eliminated. Boom, it's done.
Yeah. And Becky was saying that the Canadian women's soccer team got sent home for the drones.
I seen that. There's drones. Yeah. What the hell? How do you spy? I got to ask you. Okay, so time out. I'm a football coach. How do you spy on one little team and try to is it worth it? Like, what are you learning? Like a kick or how much?
I don't know. Like in soccer, is there a strategy? Like, I know there's a strategy in how you play, but it goes with the game, right?
So what are you stealing? Like it's practice. So they're kicking the ball around. Are you focusing on one person? All you do is watch video clips. You don't have to have a drone.
Like I understand in like football, there's certain plays and stuff like that, but soccer is just flowing, freely. It's not like, it's like hockey. There's no set play. They want to say, on a face-off, there's a set play, and that's great. I used to play hockey. Yeah, there's always a set play, but it never happens that way, right?
Well, the thing is,
it's not a kind of game that you have plays.
I know how they got caught. They bought the drone on Amazon Prime Day, and it wasn't a good one, and it went down. That's what happened. They ran out of batteries on it. Come on, Canada. Amazon Prime is not where you buy a drone at.
So that is what you got to look forward to for opening day, and there's going to be like a bunch of medals, like 10 to 15 medals in the first day.
Now, do they show that? Like, I don't really see them showing the ceremonies a lot on like NBC and stuff, or you have to go to certain stations because they only show like when America wins. I don't think they show them all.
See, I know they have like 3 or 4 stations that are going to be covering the events. So they do show a lot of that. But you got to get up and watch at like 1:30 in the morning, and you got to watch them all morning. And then they replay them later on in primetime here. They replay like the major things. Like they'll put the soccer game on, so we can watch the men lose. They'll put on, stuff that people are going to watch, and
sand volleyball. Yeah.
The beach volleyball.
I love beach volleyball. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. It's good.
It's strategic. Very good. Oh, by the way, Coca-Cola is now still the sponsor. I didn't know that. I went to the grocery store yesterday. They have the big Olympic stuff all over this stuff. Is McDonald's? I don't go to McDonald's much. Are they a sponsor too still or no?
I believe so. A lot of these companies are, been sponsors forever.
Oh, ever. When I was a kid, it was McDonald's on the cup. Remember that all the time?
Yeah. I would bank on, if I was a gambling man, I would bet that McDonald's is still sponsor and big time sponsor. That's what they do. They've always done it, and they do a lot of stuff for basketball. So I'm sure they're going to be a major player in the U.S. men's team.
I just wondered, Ron, what's the return on your investment? You're spending all that money with the Olympics. I don't know about you, but the Olympics, I know they build a hype up, but I'm telling you, maybe just because when I was a kid, it was in the 80s, it was more hyped up. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Like it was like 80s and 90s, like they were on the Wheaties box. Now it's like, you don't see them anywhere. Like I don't even know half the athletes anymore.
And I'll even go further than that. Most host cities lose a tremendous amount.
They all do. I watched a special on that. Like the one in Brazil, if you see the venue like 10 years later, half the stuff's like weeds in it. No, it's just sitting there vacant. It's sad in a way. Which would be great. I would love to go on tour and check that stuff out because I think that's kind of like they spent all this money for what, 16, 18 days, and that's it.
Yeah, because I remember about a decade ago, Boston was trying to get the 2024 Olympics. They were trying to get this. This was a while ago.
Yeah, I know.
And at the last minute, they kind of backed out because basically the residents were like pissed off that they were even trying to get it because they knew that everything would be terrible after, in the aftermath. So
you know what city's actually doing a good job? My brother lives out in San Diego, but lived in LA. And LA, they're prepping now for 228. I tell you what, they do a great job because they already have all the venues pretty much. They're using USC, UCLA, so they're using everything they already have in place.
Yeah.
But these other ones like Paris, I mean, what they did and spent all that money. I mean, what do you do with the venues afterwards? They're wrong. Where do you? I mean, you can't have concerts.
Most of them around the globe are all empty.
That's sad. I mean,
or they tear them down. They most of the times they will tear them down because it's just a waste of money for the most part. I mean, I'm sure it helps a lot of businesses, right? But as a whole, it hurts their economy because of all the loss that is in the aftermath.
Well, you're destroying like maybe parks or historical things just to put up a venue that's just going to crumble.
Yeah. And that's why places like LA are perfect for the Olympics because most of the stuff is already there. Like, how many stadiums do we have in LA? A ton, because we have so many sports teams.
You're right. And guess what? They're still going to use the Coliseum, which I love. I mean, if you ever have a chance in LA, the Coliseum is like, every time I see that, I see like 1984 when they light the torch on top. I mean, it's been there forever. And look how they keep it up. I mean, it's the upkeep on it's great. It's still rocking and rolling.
I mean, and that would be the thing, like in Boston, if it was to come to Boston, I mean, we have a lot of things in Boston as well. And it's like you have the Garden, you have Fenway Park. How would you not want to be in Fenway Park doing certain events, right?
The only thing
is pretty awesome.
With Boston, I think New York had the same trouble. The infrastructure to get in and out. Is it going to be kind of like, would you be jammed?
Well, that would be an issue. That would be a big issue, but when you think about the venues, like look at all the college teams we have in the area, those like BU, BC, Harvard, all these things, they all have stadiums and they all have facilities, pools, Olympic sized pools, right? They all have these things and the infrastructure is there. You just get everybody on board and involved and share the wealth, right? But it is the in and out of all these areas. How accessible is it going to be for the fans? That's going to be that's the problem, right?
So the last thing I have to say is, what's the purpose of bringing it? I mean, I know you want the flash and all that, but so the long effect on this is not good. Then why would your city want to like put a bid in?
Right, and that's why Boston backed out.
Yeah,
that's why. And it was 2028 because I remember they were up against LA.
Which LA is going to be awesome, though.
Done.
Yeah.
Done. All right. So that was awesome. See, Olympics, man. I love the Olympics. Talking about the positives and the negatives, there's always a bunch, right? You always want to see the athletes, succeed, but not everybody can win.
And that song's the best, isn't it? Dun, dun, dun. Just that part. I love it.
Yeah,
I mean, that song
when
is
you
like,
start hearing that, you know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great song. All right, so we have, it's time. Christmas in July.
Woo, woo, woo. Yes, it is Jimmy Buffett time here in Key West. It's where I'm at today, Ron. I'm here in Key West. I mean, and it's a blast. I can't wait to go out later with my shorts on, my Santa hat, and have some fun here. So you ready for this? So Christmas in July. What's up?
Dan, thanks for joining.
Oh, yeah, Danny boy. Yeah. Hope you're cheering for Christmas in July here, buddy. So did you know that Christmas in July only started in the 50s? Australia and US were the first ones to like really push it to the next level. Right. So I did not know this, but Christmas in July is only celebrated, well, probably across the world, but These are the major countries: Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, UK, the US, and Canada for Becky. So yes, they do celebrate it. Yeah. And
that's why she's not able to make the show today, because she's celebrating Christmas in July.
Exactly. It is. So, okay. So people saying, okay, well, how did they come up with this idea? Just because it's halfway through? No, they actually did some strategy here. So Christmas in July became, in the 50s, encouraged consumers to shop during summer sales. So they figured, it's summertime, get your summer sales and put this stuff away for the real Christmas in December. Is that wild how they designed that?
It's all marketing from retailers. This is what the problem is. They just want you to keep buying, and they come up with schemes, and people buy into it. Literally buy into it.
Well, Christmas in July is so big on Hallmark stations. You know that. The whole month, it's like Christmas movies everywhere. Yeah. But guess who else is jumping in? Netflix, Prime Plus, and Disney have Christmas shows all week long.
Home Alone.
Christmas in July. Home Alone. They're all going to be played. Kind of cool. Watching Home Alone in the summertime, like out on your deck, drinking a cold one. It's awesome.
Jingle All the Way, Elf.
Jingle All the Way. What's the other one? By Bing Crosby?
Oh, White Christmas?
No, the one in Christmas. What do you call it? Hawaii.
Oh, I don't know.
Dun, 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 on dun, 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 dun. Here we are in Hawaii. It's a Christmas day. I don't know. I can't sing. But long story short, Christmas 24. If you get the app, they will provide you with free Christmas.
We're doing the American Top 40 countdown now.
I know. Casey Kasem. Christmas 24. If you guys get a chance, get the app. You can watch Christmas movies for free. Now, I can't guarantee what kind of movie they are. Probably like a B or C movie, but it is going to be fun.
Would Die Hard be one of those?
You know what's funny is people say that when I was younger, I'd love it. I think it's a Christmas tradition now. Yes. Yeah.
It's got to be one of the best. That one and Lethal Weapon. They were both Christmas movies.
Oh, they were. You're right. Lethal Weapon.
Just number one. My favorite cop drama series.
Which one? Lethal.
Lethal Weapon. Like, I love all of them.
Dude, the actors made it. The actors made it. Seriously, they did.
Oh, my God. They were great. They were great.
Incredible. Okay, so there's big celebrations, though. West Jefferson, North Carolina, Ron, they have a festival for a whole week for Christmas in July.
Wow.
Yeah, have no clue where this West Jefferson. I don't know if it's a big town or not. Can't be. So, I mean, that's their big celebration, is the claim for fame.
Well, it can't be that big because it's West Jefferson. I mean, I would think Jefferson is bigger, but West Jefferson is probably, smaller.
Moving up with the Jeffersons, right? I think that's where George was from.
Oh, yeah. That was a funny show.
Moving on up. Hey, remember the best is when he's dancing on the bed at the end. You know how many kids we did that at hotel rooms because of that? And they move up and down dancing on it? Because that was great. Yep. I mean, when you're a kid and you're in a hotel room, besides looking at the bed bugs, you're bouncing from bed to bed. Am I right? Like, I used to put my brother on one bed and like jump on the other bed and like
we would just jump clear across and
back and forth all the time. And then with the pillow fight, knocking people off till somebody gets hurt, then my parents are like, all right, we're done with this shit. Get to the pool.
Somebody's going to get hurt. And boom. Oh!
Well, you know what the worst is? When you get older, my brother's a little bit taller than me. He jumped up and hit the ceiling with your head. That hurts.
Yes, I've done it.
Have you done that? I mean, it come down and go boom. And and then when he does it, guess what? You don't stop. I still start kicking him and stuff. I still jump on him. He's like bleeding, and we're like, boom, boom. Good old times.
Fantastic.
Okay, so Christmas parties. So what do you do during today besides drink, celebrate? So they have all kind of cocktails out of all the restaurants and bars. If you go there, there's they're going to have the eggnog still, and they're going to have the Manhattan because it's red. So a lot of people are throwing a Christmas party, cooking Christmas dinner, creating an elf breakfast. I have no clue what that is, but an elf breakfast, it's probably just what's in the movie. Seeing Christmas karaoke, which your neighbors will love that.
I love that. I love that.
Or be proactive and plan your December Christmas. Like, really? Like, who's on the list this year? Oh, Aunt Mary, we're going to just take her off. She didn't bring any gifts last year. Seriously, have you had that before? Who do you send Christmas cards out to? And if they don't send them back to you, the family members,
that's it. Cut off.
No, you're blackballed the next year.
That's it.
And Ron, did you guys do this? Like we actually, in our door, we put the Christmas cards, we taped them to the door on the back of the door. Have you done that?
Yep. We did the same thing. They'd all be lined up.
You know what the worst is? When the relatives send you ones and it's got a picture of their family and you're not fans of them, but you have to put it up anyway. You know, the picture says Merry Christmas. It's that cheesy picture around a tree.
That is egotistical when people do that.
Oh yeah, big time.
I hate it. I want to see a funny card. That's what I want. I want a funny card. This picture, the pictures of the family. Who the hell wants to see that? I don't want that. And when people come to your house to visit, and it's like, oh, who's this? It's like, then you have to explain who they are, and then you start talking about them for like hours. And then now you've completely wasted a couple of hours of your life for people that you really could care less.
And here's the best is you go to somebody's house, relatives, and I'm glad most of my relatives are not watching this show, but and they should, by the way. But at the end of the day, when you go there and then they say, okay, it's time for you, they pull everything out of their Christmas tree and they show you what they've got. And it's like, you really don't give two shits. Like, here's a crock pot. Here's my slippers.
He agrees.
It's like, and you're like, at this point, like, how much more eggnog do you have? It's like, what the?
You have to see. And this is another thing. If you're visiting people and, they go and do stuff like that and you want eggnog, and if they don't spike it, you have to make sure you bring something to spike it with. Always be prepared. Be prepared.
Be prepared. Or your aunt or your uncle will prepare you a Christmas drink they think tastes good, and it tastes like acid or gasoline. And you're like, how do you like that? And you go, and then you go to the bathroom and try to dump it out, right?
Or you can try to give it to the dog.
Hey, make the dog drunk before you leave, right? Okay, so I got to show this. You guys ready? So the shark has shorts on, but they're just basic shorts, or are they? Ron, we might cancel the show after this. I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't wear clothes when I have these shows. So you ready?
Oh my God!
It's only red. Have a happy holiday. It's Christmas in July with the shark and Ron. Yeah, lifeguard time.
All right.
Did you like them shorts, Ron?
I was a little scared. But
hey, you know what? It's a family show. If we were going somewhere Shark After Dark, there would have been different neon shorts on, but we won't talk about that.
Okay. So mental note, don't go to Shark After Dark.
Woo! I am pumped up. So if anybody's out there, please tell me if we're going to celebrate Christmas in July by doing something crazy. I mean, whatever. Put a beard on, put a hat on. Actually, if you go to some of these restaurants, you have a Santa hat on, they'll give you a free appetizer. They said, like Olive Garden and stuff like that. Yeah. So
Olive Garden will give you a free appetizer.
That's what they said. I can't guarantee the quote, but that's what they said. So try it. Yeah.
I might have to go to Olive Garden
and try it out. Olive Garden.
Not that we are going to promote them because they're not sponsoring the show. So if you want to sponsor the show, send us an email at ribroadcasting.media.
Exactly. And the last thing I have to say, I have to get a plug for my peeps up in Ohio here. They have a Put-in Bay is in Ohio. It's like the Key West of the North. It's an island, and they have a big whole week of Christmas in July.
Yeah. Awesome.
Sponsor the show. There it is. Subscribe.
Yeah. Look, I mean, we never have a moment of not having anything to talk about. Never.
I mean, so I got to ask you, are you going to watch any movies today for Christmas in July? Any little Home Alone or Die Hard or something? You going to throw something on or no?
No, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch Bad Boys again. The new one.
You love it, don't you?
It's good. It's good.
Do you think it's better than number two is my favorite though. Number two, Shake Your Tail Feather. I love that number two in the beginning.
They're all good. That's the problem. It's tough to really say what is the best one because you like moments in each one. And you like the actors in each one.
Oh,
So
they
it's
both.
like,
I mean, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith together.
yeah,
I mean, they could take 20 years off and come back, and it's just like boom, they're right there again.
yeah. And that's
Martin
what it
Lawrence does
felt
a laser
like.
beat.
That's what it felt like in this movie. And I'll tell you, Martin Lawrence was a comic genius in this one.
He's freaking funny. What happened to him? He kind of faded away for a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess he's had some issues.
What, health issues?
I'm guessing so. And so when they came back and did another one, for this one, it was really to solidify, I think Martin and that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Well, his sitcom back in the day was the best, wasn't it? The Martin Lawrence show.
That was so funny.
Remember, he did the woman too, right? Did he did the woman too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shanae, right?
Yeah.
Shanae. 2 thumbs up for Shay.
Yep. So, I mean, he's a funny man.
He is. Last act.
Say what you want about Will with all that happened with that stupid thing. I mean,
well, there's a lot behind the scenes too. I mean, you can't blame him all. You got to blame the wife too. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, that's.
Oh, I know.
It's just not one side, man.
I mean, look, it happened. He made a mistake. It is what it is. It's not like he went out and killed somebody.
No.
So, I like Will Smith's work.
Yes, Kenny is going to celebrate Christmas in July.
So, so I love the movie. It's like Mel Gibson, right? And how he's had.
Well, the thing is, though, he got a lot of when he was a producer for what's the Christ movie. Remember that?
Yeah,
he got really pushed back on that, but he's like, dude, I'm just gonna. What I like about Mel Gibson, like him or not, he does whatever he wants. He don't follow anybody. He's good at whatever. I mean, you got to admit, as an actor and as a person, he's pretty good at what he does.
He is good at what he does. Best rapper alive. Oh, Rick, you just motivated me. Christmas in July.
Oh, yeah. To the hip hop. We don't stop. Mm.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Woo! Hey, Kenny, it's tricky time, right?
Oh, my gosh. I would love to be in a place with you doing karaoke because that would be funny.
Dude, you got to be in a place with me. Just come to a restaurant or bar, like before you know it, we're at the Olive Garden. Everybody thinks I'm drunk. They're like, holy shit, what's going on here? The shark experience.
All right, so we got Inside the Numbers next up. Inside the Numbers, and that is basically referring to Inside Out. Rick, wait till you hear the numbers on this. Wait till you hear this. The numbers are just insane. So starting off, the movie was released June 12th globally, June 14th here in the United States. Opening weekend was the biggest animated opening weekend in history, $295 million opening weekend.
Yeah, shout out to them.
It is the highest grossing movie of the year so far here in 2024, and it is the highest Pixar film of all time. Worldwide, $1.462 billion.
Oh my God.
Number one Pixar movie of all time. That is insane, but it doesn't stop there. Number one all time in Brazil, Mexico, Colombia, Chile, and Uruguay. So it's the biggest grossing movie in all those countries.
$1 billion. How much did it cost to make? Because Pixar is expensive to make, right? I mean, it's got to be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much it costs to make. I haven't seen the budget numbers yet. But I gotta say, I mean, that's making money. So it made $1 billion globally in 19 days.
Wow.
19 days to make $1 billion. It is the number 20 all-time time overseas, and still has Japan to open August 1st. So overseas, it has made $861.8 million overseas. And it's number 20 right now. I'm guessing that is going to crack the top 10.
Oh,
all time.
You think?
Yeah. And then it is number 13 global on the global chart, passing Barbie, which made $1.446 billion. And up next is Top Gun Maverick at number 12. So it's going to surpass that one as well.
So people are saying that people don't go to movies. This proves it right there. They do show up still at the cinema.
Do.
Or is this online too? Can you watch this actually
This is in the theaters.
So you're getting out of bed. You're actually putting clothes on and going.
Yes. It's not legally on any streaming service yet.
I'm going to tell you what. I look for Netflix to jump on something like this and do a Pixar movie soon with somebody and team up. I'm telling you, they see these numbers. Netflix is like, we got to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Just stay tuned, guys. Netflix is going to do it.
Those numbers are just incredible.
It is. It's like, and this is only, it's going to get larger and larger. It's been out for how long now?
Well, a little more than 19 days, I guess.
19 days, not even a month yet.
So I would say it's probably about 4 weeks now. I would say it's about that.
And most movies now, you know that after about 2 weeks, they pull it. Like they don't stay on all summer long. Like,
yeah. You know, it's just breaking all the traditions, right? So like a movie comes out and say it makes 20 million. Most movies will drop to like 66% of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they'll make like 10, maybe even less than that. And this week 2, and by week 3 is the last week it's going to be in the theater, and yet it's already ready to come out on streaming services.
Well, they always throw the last couple of weeks. It's on that matinee. You know, it's like noon time, and they do like 2 showings a week, and they just fade it away eventually.
Right. Yeah. So, it's breaking all those traditions, and you know, when it's beating movies that are just coming out, that's saying something.
Are you going to go see it?
No. Because I didn't see the first one, so
no, I have no clue what you're talking about. To be honest with you, you said this. If you tell me to name these characters for $1,000, I have no clue.
Oh, I don't know any of the characters.
Nah, I don't know. They just look like little Beetlejuice kids or something. I don't know.
But here's the thing. It's like, you know, these movies are all going to every movie is going to break a record. So every year the records will be broken because of the fact that that it's costing more and more every year to go to a movie. So it makes sense that the movies break records, because what I'd like them to do is go by ticket sales. You know, I want to know how many ticket sales there are. That's what I want to know, because is there more ticket sales of this movie than there was of Toy Story? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know. And you don't really get that from the numbers. They only give you the dollar amount. But I want to know the ticket sales, because that tells you if a movie is good or not.
You might never find that data either. You know that.
Probably not.
They tease you with the big number. That's all. That's all we need to know anymore. It's all about the big number.
Yeah.
It's about the girth of your numbers. Woo!
All right, wait a minute. I got to do this. There we go. Hashtag.
Girth. There it is.
And if it was a country singer, it would be called Girth Brooks.
Which would be, could you bet it Girth Brooks? I like that.
Girth Brooks in concert.
Yeah, it's all about the girth, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so now that this show is now R-rated, it is time for Throwback Thursday, and we got to kind of like blow through these because.
All righty, take me away. I want to go back in time. It's off to say. Boom. You know who that is. You know who sings Back in Time. Come on.
Of course, that's my boy, Huey Lewis.
You got it. So, okay, so Throwback Thursday, something we're going to start here all the time now, I think, to the end of the year. We're going to jump in with 80 summer movies. The 80 summer movies, blockbusters back in the day. And some of you might be watching this and never wasn't even born.
You got to do this every Thursday.
Yes. We'll do something different. Drum roll, the 80s. I mean, I love the freaking 80s. I ain't gonna lie, like, I love the 80s are coming back. I mean, I even have jorts now. People joke with me, but I have the jean shorts and I call them the jorts. They're back, you know, and the music, everything. But the movies, I mean, if you talk about 80 blockbuster summer themed movies, that's what we're gonna talk about today. Summer themed. Okay, so I'm gonna throw one out at you and you tell me if you like it or not. Beaches. Not a fan?
Nope.
Ooh, Bette Midler.
I don't like Bette Midler. Don't like her.
She actually had a great song though. Wind Beneath My Wings.
She never had a great song.
No, the Wind Beneath My Wings is a big hit.
No, it was not a great song.
All right. Well, I disagree, but I love that. Okay, Ron. Next one, Flamingo Kid. Who doesn't love Matt Dillon?
Oh yeah,
that movie. Every time I watched that as a kid, I wanted to be like, you know, the car attendant at the resort, you know, Mr. Brody and gambling. And that was up your way, sort of like it was in New York, I think.
He was big back then. He was a huge star.
Oh, he was at so many movies. And it just, I don't know what happened to him. Now, if he's out there.
Outsiders, what is it? Was it the
Outsiders? Yeah. He was in a lot of movies. I mean, Matt Dillon, if you're out there, come on our show, man. We'll get you reestablished out there. Bring him out. Come on. Maybe on Throwback Thursday, we'll find somebody that's really throwback that's not doing anything right now, like sitting on their couch, and we can like relive them again. Yeah, bring them back to life.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, this next movie, and dude, you will love this. Lollipop, Lollipop, Stand By Me.
That was a great movie.
You got to love that, man. I mean, seriously, you're a kid. Yep. The music alone was great, and just the storyline, and you know, and I got to tell you, the train part was freaking scary, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that was the best. That was the best scene. That was the best scene.
You know what's funny is every time I go to track now, if I feel a vibration, I kind of get like I just go right back to that scene because, dude, if you're walking across the track, you don't know when a train's coming.
Right. That's right.
It's like you had right behind your house. I love that. Next one, we're gonna fly through these. Mystic Pizza. Yay or nay?
Yeah, that was Julia Roberts.
Yeah. It was, I mean, I'm not a fan of it that much, but it was okay.
It's because it's a Northeast thing for me. So I believe if that was Connecticut, in Mystic, Connecticut, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. It was, I mean, it was one of those like in between. Yeah. I mean,
she's good.
Still her best movie was what, Pretty Woman?
Oh God, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was Lady in Red is dancing with me, right?
Yeah.
Great song, by the way. Okay, so this next move, this is one of my faves, Summer School. Who doesn't like Mark Harmon? Summer School, Mark Harmon.
Great movie. I love it. I was going to mention it in this if you didn't have it, and I'm proud of you.
Dude, Summer School.
Love that movie.
Dude, remember the blonde that was in it? They took her to the amusement park, and them guys like brought the chainsaw in. Hey, I had teachers like that. Remember, he's planning a Christmas or a holiday. Shoot. And wasn't he planning a vacation with his girlfriend to go to like Hawaii? And they're like, you got to do summer school at the end. He's like hiding underneath the car. And
Kirstie Alley was in it.
And all they did was go on field trips, right?
Yeah. Yep. But yet they ended up learning. How about that, huh?
Oh my God. The amusement park part was incredible, wasn't it? When they were at the amusement park? Oh my goodness. All the stuff that went down.
That was a fantastic. I love that's one of my favorites.
And them two derelicts, they never did much besides that, right? I mean, they were actually pretty together.
Yeah, I don't think any of them really amounted to anything except for Mark Harmon. That after that, his career kind of took off.
Oh yeah, that was. Anytime you think of a summer hit, that's it. Next one, a little scary here, but Friday the 13th was big. Yeah. Crystal Lake. I mean, everybody thinks summer counselors, and
they've only had about 50 sequels.
Yeah, the original ones are the best. The first like 5, and then after that, it was
first 2 maybe.
I like number 3. It was good with the barn, but that was it. Like then they faded away from Crystal Lake and they went what? Freddy versus Jason and all this other crap. It got a little crazy.
He was out in space too, I think.
Oh yeah, crazy. Okay, this one, classic Caddyshack.
Oh my God, Bill Murray,
Chevy Chase,
oh my God,
all drunk, high on cocaine. Can I say that? I mean, seriously, if you watch, they were on everything.
That was fantastic.
Oh,
second best golf movie of all time.
Ooh, what's the first?
Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a close one because they both have great ones. I know Happy Gilmore is great, but Caddyshack's got some great lines too.
I mean, to me, what puts Happy Gilmore over the top is the fight with Bob Barker. That was the one that put it over.
That was whoever wrote that part in it. That part was incredible, wasn't it? How he flipped him like he was kicking his ass.
Yes, it was great. So Caddyshack. Oh yeah.
And then a couple more. Now this guy, One Crazy Summer, John Cusack.
Yes,
incredible
movie.
Yes. I know. But that movie was incredible. I mean, I remember the lobsters or the crabs in the pool when the kid jumped in the pool and it was on his ass and I think it's on his private parts and shit.
Yeah, it was a funny movie. Not going to win an Oscar, but it was funny.
It was. Okay, and then 2 more. On this one, I mean, you got to love John Candy, Summer Rental.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. When he's at the beach with his family, I mean, is that like
then they win the race and everything, not to spoil it for anybody.
He's sunburned. He's like, now he stays in somebody else's house. Remember that? And the kid comes in and said, I peed in the bed. He said, you didn't pee in our bed. You peed in their bed.
That was such a good movie. John Candy is
John Candy was hands down. I mean, he was just his best. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I'm telling you what, I love that movie. That's a Christmas, Thanksgiving movie. Isn't it great?
I mean, he was in Home Alone. And he stood out in that movie, and it wasn't even like throughout the whole movie.
Great Outdoors. I mean, he was in so many. Great Outdoors. When you watch, and that'll be a throwback again with the steak. Right? Remember the big steak, the 96 ouncer?
Yep.
That eat the fat dude.
Yep.
And 2 more quick ones, real quick here. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You got to have Bueller. Yep. And the number one. Like it or not, Dirty Dancing. I mean, you got to throw it in there. I love it's my favorite movie of all time.
I think it was a great movie. Patrick Swayze was awesome, and Jennifer Grey. They had such a good chemistry together. So
all of them. And the last one I'm going to mention because I love it. It was on our list. Weekend at Bernie's. Who doesn't love Bernie Lomax? Come on.
That is one of my top 5.
Bernie Lomax. Well, my name's in it too. Rich. It's like the whole movie is like badass.
That movie, I can't stop laughing, even though I've seen it many times. Can't stop laughing.
And it's on TV a lot now. You notice that? Like you can watch it all the time. But that's it. So
favorite part when they're out on the boat and he falls in the water, and then you hear bing,
ding, ding, ding. Hey, I can't. Hey, how about when he had him by the pool and they're like, hi. And then the girl, I got to say this real quick before we go. The girl was upstairs at Bernie. You were so stiff.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Remember that? Cannot make that up. So just to let you know, when you die, you can still have some pleasure.
That's right. You still can. Boy. Oh, yeah. And Kenny said Uncle Buck.
Oh, Uncle Buck. Oh, the pancake one, flipping the pancake. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. All right. So I will blow through this next one super, super fast because we're going to have to wrap it up. First, look, On the Horizon, right? Movie completely bombed in the theater. $27 million. I mean, he lost his shit. He left Yellowstone to do this saga, right? Well, by getting it basically blown out of the box office, they put it on streaming service, and it is the #1 rental right now on streaming. #1. It is doing so well that Now they're saying they may have to rethink pulling the second part in August. They might delay it, but it's doing that
Smart.
well that they might actually run the movie in the theater again. Look, I saw the first one. It's 3 hours, and
Is it
that
good?
might be a part that people don't want to go because it's 3 hours, and it doesn't feel like 3 hours. This movie was fantastic.
Stream
Fantastic.
it. Keep it in the streaming service. I'm telling you, stream it.
So it is the number one in the rentals. So people are paying to see it at home. They're paying for that, and it is doing that well. And I'm happy because I love westerns, and a lot of them aren't that great. But when you do get a good one, it is interesting. And this one is a good one, folks. If you are at home, please, I'm telling you, rent it, watch it. You're gonna love it. Especially
What
if
streaming
you
service?
love
Real
westerns.
quick, what streaming service so they can? Is there like Netflix? Which one?
I believe it is Netflix. I'm not. Oh, it might be
Okay.
Paramount. It might be Paramount.
Okay.
So, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna watch it because I don't have to get it off of the streaming service. Just saying.
He's still in the movie. Just
I'm
let you know
not
if you guys are
stealing
out there on Horizon.
No, I'm not stealing the movie. It's
I know.
on the streaming service I pay for.
Smart man. You're not gonna give any tips out either.
No, not over the airwaves. No. So, look, we got Saturday. Guess who? Myself
Yes, it is.
and Kenny in the house on Saturday. What you see here today is what me and Kenny are like on Saturdays.
Ron and Kenny, the cartoon show, 9 o'clock Saturday. Be there with your
That's
cereal,
right. So you
with your
gotta
Cocoa
come back.
Pebbles, and get ready.
Saturday morning with your. I like Cocoa Pebbles. I think Kenny. I thought he said he liked Fruity Pebbles at one point.
Oh, you guys are the Pebble Boys then. Woo!
So I like the cocoa. He likes the Fruity Pebbles. Even though I'm my favorite is Corn Pops, but I'll have the Corn Pops going. And so Saturday 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 o'clock if you're in Edmonton. We are all done for today. Thank you for everything.
Merry
Kenny,
Christmas,
Becky,
July 25.
Dan, thank you for being here. And everybody else is going to watch the show afterward.
I'm out of here, Ron. I gotta go get a peanut colada. See you later.
All right.
Take care,
Have a
guys.
good